Alright, hello everyone. I am the Lion of Truth, and I'm coming to you today with some crazy good news. Finally, some good news going on, at least in the gaming industry. No matter where you are, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day, a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, spend time with those you love that are close to you, right? Because we're all in this together. But alright, so we got the Sony PlayStation 5 controller. It's called the DualSense, and this thing looks awesome, man. It looks awesome. So we got some pictures here. I'm just going to read the blog post. These are my first impressions. I love it. I wish Microsoft would have gone down this route. See, this looks different, man. It looks different. It looks awesome. It looks futuristic. It looks next gen to me. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to read the article, and these are my first impressions. I have no idea what it's about. It looks different. I'm excited. I like the blue. I like the design. Let's go. Let's get into it. All right. Let's see. Okay, we've reached an exciting milestone with the PlayStation 5, as we're starting to ship our new controller in its final design to developers who are implementing its unique features into their games. But first, we wanted everyone in the PlayStation community to get a first look at the DualSense wireless controller. Let's go. And hear our vision of how the new controller will captivate more of your senses as you interact with the virtual worlds in PlayStation 5 games. The features of the DualSense, along with the PS5's Tempest 3D audio tech. The 3D audio, let's go. I'm so stoked for that, you guys. Finally going to be able to hear sounds that are above and below you. Think about that for a second. No games out there, there's been I think 4 games, and there's very few of them, have height in their audio design, so you can't hear things if it's above or below you. Put your headsets on if you have them, and you'll notice what I'm saying is true. You can only hear things coming to the left or to the right of you. That's it. Barely in front or behind you, but definitely not above and below you. They're going to add height, a whole new dimension of space into the audio design. I cannot wait. All right, it will deliver a new feeling of immersion to players. When the PlayStation 4 launched back in 2013, the DualShock 4 wireless controller garnered a lot of positive feedback from gamers and developers for being the best PlayStation controller yet, and that's so true. And for introducing forward-looking features like the share button. This brought us to the next question. How do we build upon that success? Look at that controller, though, dude. Let's go, Sony. I am in. I am so in. You got me. I mean, that design is beautiful. The white and the black contrast with the blue lights on the side of the touchpad. It is sexy looking, man. That is next gen, dude. Take notes, Microsoft. Now listen, just for full disclosure, I love Microsoft. I love Nintendo. I love Sony. I love everybody. I grew up with a Nintendo 64, an NES, SNES. I think I had an Atari. It was my father's Atari. We played that a little bit. So, and then I got an Xbox, fell in love with Halo, right? And I never really liked PlayStation. I didn't like the controller. I didn't like the way it felt. The PlayStation 3 was the first time, it just got better each time. PlayStation 1 I didn't really care for. PlayStation 2's controller was a little better. PlayStation 3's controller I thought was very good. And then PlayStation 4 was the one where I was like, this is amazing. I could use this every single day. So eventually I got all the systems, now that I'm out on my own, right? Growing up, I got the Xbox, the Switch, and the PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox One X. I want the best versions of each one, I try, because gaming is a huge thing for me. It has a special place in my heart. I love gaming. So anyway, here we go. Let's keep going. What's next? After thoughtful consideration, we decided to keep much of what gamers love about the DualShock 4 intact, while also adding new functionality and refining the design. Based on our discussions with developers, we concluded that the sense of touch within gameplay, much like audio, hasn't been a big focus for many games. We had a great opportunity with the PlayStation 5 to innovate by offering game creators the ability to explore how they can heighten that feeling of immersion through our new controller. This is why we added haptic feedback, which adds a variety of powerful sensations you'll feel when you play, such as slow grittiness of driving the car through mud. We also incorporated adaptive triggers into L2 and R2 buttons of the DualSense, so you can truly feel the tension of your actions when drawing a bow or shooting an arrow. Yeah, so, the controllers, the triggers are going to vibrate. Microsoft had that this generation, but they didn't have the tension. And I think that's what both companies are bringing next gen, I think, is tension to the triggers. They can make the triggers harder to pull or easier to pull, depending on the situation that you're in. This provided us with an exciting challenge to design a new controller that builds off the current generation while taking into account the features that we were adding. For example, with adaptive triggers, we had to consider how our components would fit into the hardware without giving it a bulky feeling. Our design team worked closely with the hardware engineers to place the triggers and actuators. Good. The designers were then able to draw the lines of how the exterior of the controller would look and feel, with the challenge of making the controller feel smaller than it really looks. Awesome. In the end, we changed the angle of the hand triggers and also made some subtle updates to the grip. Good, see, just little things like that, man, little tweaks to make it more ergonomic for the human hand, right? So we can just place our hands more naturally around them. We also look at thoughtful considerations into ways to maintain a strong battery life. Yes, very good. We gotta have a strong battery and lessen the weight of the controller as much as possible. Good. We want the controller to be light. I don't want it to be heavy and bulky, so it's like, weighing me down. I want it to be nice and comfortable to use. For the buttons, you'll notice there's no longer a share button. Don't worry, it's not going away. In fact, we built upon the success of our industry first share button to bring you a new create button. Okay. With Create, we're once again pioneering new ways for players to create epic gameplay content to share with the world or just to enjoy themselves. We'll have more details on this feature as we get closer to launch. Create button. Okay, where is that? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so it's still there. The two buttons are still there, like the, pause and select. Okay, I guess they just renamed the button. I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, look at these pictures, man. DualSense also adds a built-in microphone array, okay, which will enable players to easily chat with friends without a headset. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Yeah. But of course, if you were planning to chat for a longer period, it's good to have the headset handy. Yeah, I'm gonna have the headset, man. I want to hear the games. I want to hear everything perfectly. Talk about the colors. I love the colors. Let's go. Traditionally, our base controllers have been a single color. As you can see, we went with a different direction this time. That's what I'm saying, man. Unique. Something unique. I'm so excited, dude. I'm trying to keep my spirits up, right? Because everything's so bad right now in the world. I'm trying to be happy. Let's see. We went the different thing. Decided on a two-tone color design. Yes. Additionally, we changed the position of the light bar that will give it an extra pop. I love it. Yeah, because the light bar is always on the bottom. It's on the back. You can't see it when you're playing. But now they're putting it on the front. I love it. So you can see on the DualShock 4, it sat on the top of the controller. Exactly. Now it sits on the sides of the touchpad, giving it a slightly larger look and feel. Beautiful. I love how it's angled out too. See how the blue lights are on a little bit of an angle going outward? Like, I just love it. The subtlety, man. The attention to detail. In all, we went through several concepts and hundreds of mock-ups over the last few years before settling on this final design. DualSense has been tested by a wide range of gamers with a variety of hand sizes in order to achieve this comfort level that we wanted, with great ergonomics, exactly like I was saying earlier, yes. Our goal with the DualSense is to give gamers the feeling of being transported into the game world as soon as they open the box. We want gamers to feel like the controller's an extension of themselves when they are playing. So much so they forget it's even in their hands. Yes! We are thrilled about sharing the final look of the DualShock controller with our fans, and we can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it. I'd like to close with a message from the SIE president and CEO Jim Ryan to the community. DualShock marks a radical departure from our DualSense. Okay, sense. They're talking about sense because the feelings in your fingers and your hands. I get it. DualSense marks a radical departure from our previous controller offerings and captures just how strongly we feel about making a generational leap with the PlayStation 5. The new controller, along with many innovative features in the PS5, will be transformative for gamers, continuing our mission at PlayStation to push the boundaries of play, now and in the future. To the PlayStation community, I truly want to thank you for sharing this exciting journey with us as we head towards the PS5's launch in holiday 2020. Yes, it's still on track so far. Good. We look forward to sharing more information about the PS5, including the console design, in the coming months. Yep, aka E3 in June. Guarantee we're going to hear more in June. Okay, and that's it. That is it. Oh man, let me look at this thing, dude. Love it. Love the design. It still has the feel in it, homages to the old controllers, but it's branching out and doing something new, both with the colors and the design itself, I love it. We got the speaker right there, the little grips. So we got that one on the left. That looks like create, right? And then that button on the right looks like it's you know, the pause button or the options. But I love the blue and the white, the two-tone color design. Those buttons, the D-pad looks beautiful, looks absolutely gorgeous. It has, of course, the PlayStation button, and it looks like an actual button. It looks like it's not circular. On the PS4, it's a circle. This looks like it's an actual P and an S button there. Interesting. And I wonder what that little button underneath is. I wonder if that's the create, maybe that's the create button, or maybe it's for the microphone. Who knows? But I'm all for it. I hope Xbox does take some notes from this and, you know, releases an updated version of their controller. Because my thing with the Xbox is when I let my thumb fall naturally, my left thumb, onto the stick, my thumb falls past the stick. It's past the left thumbstick. So therefore, in order to use the left thumbstick, I need to bend my thumb backwards, you know, and it's uncomfortable to do. But anyway, love the design, guys. Well, hopefully it feels great in the hands. I imagine it will. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'm going to upload this as fast as I can. Breaking news. What do you think of the DualSense? All right. Talk to you soon. Take care. To infinity and beyond.